Good afternoon, students. So on Monday, with your Edpuzzle, your Crash Course Edpuzzle, we started looking at the relationship between the Europeans and the natives. And it was kind of a broad overview. And one of the things that John Green talked about was King Philip's War. So today we're really going to focus on King Philip's War. You'll see in the video you're going to watch a little bit about some difficulty in Jamestown and in Virginia, and then the video is really going to focus on King Philip's War up in New England. So after you watch the video for King Philip's War, it's an Edpuzzle. What I'd like you to do is to create a comic book about King Philip's War. And you can do this one of two ways. You can do it on paper, where you're doing just a 6-block comic strip, drawing it, putting words on it, using colored pencils, of course. Or if you want to do it electronically, you can add a slide into your workbook and you can do your comic book that way. So I will give you the option of how you want to do it, either electronically in your workbook, or for those of you that are creative, and we haven't done a lot with pencil and paper, you can do it on pencil and paper. If you do it on pencil and paper, you can take a picture of it and attach it to your workbook that way, or you can just upload the picture. After you have finished your comic book or your comic strip about King Philip's War, you can spend the rest of the day working on your workbook. I did send a bunch of emails out Monday night to those students that are really behind in your workbook. By now, you should have the British motivation prediction page done. You should have your tag sheets done, which talk about the motivations that the British had. You should have your compare and contrast between Jamestown and Plymouth done. And you should also have your colony flashcards completed. So with any extra time you have either today or tomorrow afternoon when Wednesday programming is over, I would very strongly recommend that you work on your workbook. I am collecting workbooks and giving them a grade Friday evening. So that will be your final opportunity to get things turned in your workbook, because next week on Monday, you are going to have a unit test on British colonization, on what we have covered so far, and then we are moving on to the French and Indian War. So workbooks do need to be completed by Friday.